Everyone, welcome back to my channel again, Learn with Handri. So in today's tutorial, we will learn about two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array. Okay, so in our previous video, we had learned about the one-dimensional array. Okay, so in one-dimensional array, you're gonna have only one dimension. Okay, so but now you have two dimensions, so the difference are something like this. So just saying, if you have your array of characters, so I have character name, right? So you're gonna have like 10. So it means you will have your array, index 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till 9. Okay, and just saying this is your number, maybe, just saying that's all your numbers, right? So it means you only have one row, okay, and 10 columns. But if you have two-dimensional array, so it means you have several rows and several columns. So if you try to write the syntax, so I have character name, and I have 5 and 10. Okay, so oh sorry, this is not array of character, this is integer. Just say this one is integer number. Okay, integer number. Okay, so in integer number, just saying you have like 5. I will make the same examples and so on till 100 here, and you're gonna have like your mixed one, so on. This is just a random number, okay, just for instance. Okay, so you have your columns till 9. Okay, and you have 0, 1, okay, and till 4. Yeah, just to keep it simple, for instance. So it means you have this one is your row, right? Yeah, and this one is your column, right? So this one is your row and this one is your column, right? So it means you will have quite a numbers to store the number that user try to input in your systems, right? So you have row and columns. So what happened with the array of characters? So I'll try to make it as simple as possible. So I try to head between the array of characters and array of integer. What we have done here is the array of integer, The very first one is the one-dimensional array, and this one, the second one, is two-dimensional array. So let's try to compare head to head. So I try to have array of character. So I will have character name. Just saying I will have the same 10. So it means if I have my full name here, so right, so how many index that I use here? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Henry Ham. This is for the very first one is the one-dimensional array of character. So let's take a look what happens if we have two-dimensional array of characters. Okay, so you should try to initialize the same way as the array of integer. So character name, so I have 5 and 10. So what is 5 and what is 10? 5 is row and 10 is column. That's correct. So it means I could store like 5 names in database, right? Not database, I mean in your data store. Yeah, just assuming that this array is your database for keep it simple. Okay, so I have Henry. Okay, Henry, Woody, William, James. Okay, and just saying I have Funny. So let's try to write the index. So this one is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this one. Okay, so this is how do you like compare head to head between one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. So all of on the left, it's the array of integer, and on your right side it's the array of characters. Okay, this is how you compare head to head, right? So this is the same, this is your row, and this one is your column. Okay, so if you have just saying, if you have your maybe your manager asking you to create a program to have a waiting queue for the customers comes in your restaurants, so you need to keep tracking all the names, right? So you cannot use one-dimensional array only. Okay, so that's why you need two-dimensional array. So if you take a look in these examples, yeah, I'll try to make it the red stars. So by using this approach, you will keep tracking all your customers' numbers that waiting in queue for the seats in your restaurants. Yeah, you could name it something like that. Okay, that's very, very, very simple. So I try to make it more. So let's see here. Okay. You still remember in our previous video, how do we initialize, or how do you just say initialize? Okay, for the array of integers, yeah, just say you have this integer number 5 and 10, right? Okay, so you have your column will have array index 0 till 9, and your row will have 0 till 4, right? So let's see. 1, 2, 3, and till 9, right? 0, 1, 2, until 4. Okay, so the way you initialize, just saying you would like to initialize number, which row? Just saying 2 and 3 equals to 5. So it means your row, second row and column is 3. So here we will put 5. So if you say, okay, I would like to make number 10 in here. So it means number, your first and your column is 2, is 10. Okay, and just saying if you would like to have, here is 78. So number 4 and 9 is 78. Yeah, that's very simple as that. Okay, so let's take a look, like how do we compare with the two-dimensional array of characters. Okay, so you have, what is my variable's name above? Character name. Okay, good. Character name 5 and 10. So let's take the same examples. Character name 5 and 10, right? So let's draw the index 3, 4 until 9. Okay, so just saying, if you like to do a random initialize, yeah, just say I would like to make a random initialize. Okay, so I would like to have this one here. I will have sorry, we'll use the different color. This one is M, right? And maybe this one is J, this one is K. Okay, it's the same. So you have your name, just starting from the J first. So actually it doesn't matter the sequence. Yeah, you would like to start from the very bottom one, from the upper one, it doesn't matter. Okay, so name 0 and 4 is J, right? Name 4 and 1 is K. Name this is M is 2, and the column is 2 is M. Okay, got it? I think that's for the two-dimensional array. So you know already what are the difference between the array of one-dimensional and why do we need two-dimensional array as well. Okay, and you already know how to initialize those numbers. Okay, so in one-dimensional array you only have one dimension, but for the second you will have another dimension. Okay, basically this one is your row, this one is your columns. That's very simple. Okay, so now one more step, yeah, before we jump into the implementations in the C. So let's see here. Okay, I think I will try to copy paste. Let me see whether I could copy this one. Okay, good. I think I could copy this one, put it below. Okay, so maybe the next question's like, okay, so I already know like two-dimensional array, you have two dimensions, yeah, between row and columns. But how do I need to print? How do I need to like having the output of this bunch of numbers? Okay, in the one-dimensional array, you have loop for. Yeah, the previous one we using looping, one looping for. So if you have two-dimensional array, so it means that you will have second loop. So there is one loop that keep tracking in your row and one loop that keep tracking in your columns. Okay, so for keep it simple, I try to make the pseudocode. So how to print? So this is your row, right? Row and columns. So there is a looping that keep tracking your row. So just saying your row is starting from 0, right? And your column starting from 0 is the same. Row is 0, column is 1, row is 0, column is 2, row is 0, till your row equals to 9. Okay. Then afterwards, after you're reaching at the end of your columns, your row will increase. Okay, you will have increment in your row and you will start from 1 and the column index will be reset to 0 again. Row 1, 1, 1, 2, and so on till you got 9 and keep repeating until your very last index of your row. How do we do that? It's really simple. So basically, you will have your for loop, right? So keep it simple, yeah. So you see here, you will have, you will need two looping for. Okay. For the very first one, I will loop through row, right? And your second loop, it will loop through your columns, right? So yeah, that's the idea. So is it the same with the array of character? Yeah, it's just the same. Yeah, it's the same. So I don't need to write it again. I hope you are getting better understanding of like these kinds of concept: one-dimensional array, two-dimensional array. So I think in the next challenge, in the next video, you will see a lot more about the array. So you will like use this a lot in your assignments, in your challenge, in your challenge, in the next video. I think that's all for these tutorials. I hope you are getting better in understanding the array, because this is really important concept in programming. When you start your very first programming classes, I think this one is quite important. Okay, then until then, and see you in the next video.